Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube.
Was it a button?
We're doing the recap.
It was a button.
We are recording.
It's always a button.
It's always a button. It's a single button. Okay,
We
round
love you.
3. Hey guys, welcome back to Cloak and Stagger. We're playing Icewind, Dale, Rhyme, and the Frost Maiden. We've been off for a few weeks, so things are a little rusty, a little chaotic right now. Sorry we started late, but we still started. We're here, and then we started even later because I forgot a bunch of stuff. He's getting married in 17 days. He's got a koozie that's got some stuff on it. It's about the wedding. Y'all are doing good.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're good.
check. She's doing good. She was doing the recap, and basically they're in the cave. They find Heron, the lizard folk who joined them, helped them fight. They went in and put out the blue fire brazier, which was keeping the berserker barbarian people alive, and they went through and killed them. When they left, they found some more berserkers. They killed them too. They took the dragon heads and all the spoils out into the tundra, headed back towards the town. And then what happened? You met Greg?
The town. We met Greg, and he said he was searching for the Charlatan people. Did you say this though?
No.
Oh. So he thinks that them creating the weapons made them go crazy. He had heard that they had created a fortress, and he's like, "Nah, man, we're going to kill them crazy sons of bleep." So we're like, "Hey, you know what? Like, this dragon's really heavy," because they're like, "What was that dragon head?" We're like, "Yeah, man, we got a dragon head. You want it?" So we barter, and we get 4.5 bear pelts, from them, as well as 2 health potions by trading the dragon head.
A bargain.
Yeah. So 4 and then the half.
A bargain.
I don't know why I have this here, but they say that they are the bear tribe. I
Yeah.
guess that's the thing. They're the bear tribe.
Bear tribe.
Yeah.
Bear tribe. Okay, very good. You get inspiration tonight. Thank you for the lovely recap.
Oh, thank
3
you.
times now.
Thanks.
You don't get 3 inspirations though.
I feel like I should.
What were those people? Were they like humans?
They were humans. They looked like they were kind of nomadic people, kind of living out in the tundra. He was saying that they mostly follow around like herds of deer and hunt them. He was saying that some of their tribe he felt like had been corrupted by some Charlatan, which they coincidentally were using as weapons. And it drove them crazy, and they tracked them to this cave where they thought they were. You guys had already taken care of them, but they were going to the cave anyway just to make sure. And yeah, they said they were of the bear tribe in terms of all the nomadic tribes. And they kind of pointed you in the direction towards 10 Towns.
Did they say anything about Makota? Are they tied to Makota's people or what?
They did
Is
not.
Makota coming in the next flight tomorrow?
That man's halfway across the north. We gotta go
We're here on
ways
Tuesday.
to the channel.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were on the other side of the Dales when y'all left him.
We were
Y'all
debating
gotta-
on going through that thieves' town where we made a deal, and they're gonna be weird about it if they see us.
Oh, in East Haven?
Yeah.
We're going to East Haven?
Oh, and
I picked the wrong week to come back.
the other thing the nomad said was that he'd noticed more activity along the roads than usual in 10 Towns over the last day or so. But they don't ever really go into the towns, so they don't know what's going on. So with that, let's get started. You guys are out in the tundra. The wind and snow is whipping around, blowing. It's almost a numbing cold, where the few parts of your face that is exposed to the wind just have no feeling anymore. But it's not as bad as it has been in the past. But it's probably negative 10 degrees right now, negative 20, something like that.
Gross.
But with our polar bear furs, it's all Gucci, right? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so your polar bear furs are keeping you extremely warm.
Oh, yeah,
right
I have this
now.
pelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that do for us as far as plussies go? You know, I already got a really
on
nice
the
jacket
frost
on.
checks.
I believe.
So, just want to see.
Plus
Yeah,
15.
I added it. It adds an additional 5 to your frost check.
Oh, there we go. That's what's up.
I think I added it to all of your inventory.
Yeah. It gives me disadvantage on a lot of stuff, though.
If you're wearing it, right? Are you wearing it? It's cold.
It gives you disadvantage?
Polar bear pelt. Can I
Yeah,
wear
it gives
that?
me disadvantage on dex checks.
Well, if you want to uncheck it and say you're wearing it, because a polar bear pelt wouldn't give you disadvantage
it's
on...
medium armor, and I'm
Yeah.
not proficient with it.
Yeah, that's fine. You can...
You're wearing it.
Roger.
It's flavor.
It's flavor. Flavor.
Where do I get to see all of my plussies?
So, you're all kind of marching what you believe to be westward. What?
It's back to 0, so don't worry about it.
What is?
Like, the update back to 0%.
The 4-time round?
Yeah, it's 4th or 5th, something like that. It'll be fine. I'll get there eventually.
But you are kind of staring off. Who is leading the party?
Whoever's the survivaliest of us.
My plussies is plus 15 now. Damn, I ain't gonna be cold, never.
It'd probably be Sandy. He's familiar with the tundras and stuff, right? You're familiar with this stuff.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need you to make a survival check for me.
Also, I've been carrying Charlene for a while now. Are we good? Are we alright?
Am I crazy?
I'm not hearing any whispers occasionally, am I? Or
Not at the moment.
okay.
Said survival.
Not at the moment.
Why can't I see it?
Make a dagger.
An 11.
Okay. So looking out, you kind of get your bearings, and obviously going off of what Grayek kind of said, you're able to navigate for quite a ways through the tundra. Let me pull up the map here. There we go. So you guys travel. It's probably around, just judging by the light in the sky, what little light there is. It's probably midday. You would guess right now. But the further you go, you feel. Actually, all of you, make a perception check for me, everybody.
Non-nat 20.
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 4, 24.
Okay.
Wait, I find mine
9.
on this iPad. It's really high. I rolled really high. 21.
Okay.
Nice.
And what'd you roll, Sucinda?
9.
9. Okay. So Sucinda is so bundled up.
I'm just enjoying my
She does not
covers.
notice the
sauna.
steep drop in temperature that the other
Sure
three
don't.
of you feel. You feel like it probably dropped another 20 degrees in a few minutes.
I will remember that the last time this suddenly happened, that meant a storm is a brewing. And yell out to everybody, hold on a second.
I hold, and I'm like,
Settle down there,
Wilson,
big
what is
chief.
the business of this?
Shit. Okay, normally I make a hut for this. We need to make shelter. Now, start digging. Dig a trench. Storm's coming. It's gonna come over us. It's gonna be shitty. I'll start just digging in a spot.
Okay.
Does it,
Go ahead.
does it look like a storm's coming?
Yes.
Can you not make your bubble?
Takes 10 minutes. Storm's gonna be here before that. No time. Dig.
We should put up a tent and then make your bubble in the tent. That's not how I talk. Aramil, yes.
I don't have anything to dig with. I have a mace. I guess
Here,
I can
let me
find
get my
shovels
shovel and I will start
stuff.
digging here. I'll grab my
So, looking up at the sky, yes, you start to see the sky darken, and over the course of about 3 or 4 minutes, this thing sweeps in quickly, and you've all managed to kind of dig your way down a little bit, but this storm is still just beating down on top of you. What would everybody like to do?
Wilzu, start making your thing. I'll hold you down. And I'll just kind of grab Wilzu and like kind of hunker and hope that he tries to concentrate to make this bubble.
I will start channeling the ritual of Leoman's tiny hut.
Sucinda, stay close. They brought in the instrument section this time.
And I need everybody to make a frost check for me.
13.
So wait, what plus do we have to frost checks right now?
You would have +5 from your cold weather gear, +5 from your polar bear pelt.
Okay. Oh shit, son, 25.
Okay.
There you go.
So I get a +5 from being
I rolled
for being
bad,
alive.
but I still rolled good.
Plus 15.
20 something.
20 something.
20. You're making math. 23.
23.
Same, 23.
13.
Huh?
23. I rolled an 8.
And what'd you roll, Wilzu?
25.
So everybody except Wilzu. This freezing,
Man, I should have rolled better.
biting,
Hey!
just absolutely burning wind cuts just straight through everything you're wearing. And I think for the first time,
I think I failed one.
you did fail.
Wow.
Wilzu, you succeed. You don't get a level of exhaustion. Everybody else has one level of exhaustion from just literally trying to hold on.
What does that mean for us? A level of exhaustion?
One level of exhaustion. It's in D&D Beyond. You can add a level of exhaustion.
Conditions. Just in the box there.
Also, chat if you would let us know if music is too loud or anything.
What does it mean if I'm
We
exhausted?
got disadvantage on some stuff now.
Ability checks. And there's something else on it.
Don't get too tired. You won't even be able to walk.
This is
What's
great.
ability check?
I keep channeling the
Just
hut.
ability check.
You keep channeling the hut.
Oh, hey,
okay.
Yeah.
You channel the hut for 10 minutes while everybody else is literally just trying to take cover from this insane storm that's just dropped in upon you. You don't have to make another check, but make a concentration check for me real quick.
What do I get the pluses for?
I think it's a Constitution.
Just
save,
Constitution?
basically. Constitution.
Does you get
save.
any help from me holding them like a child?
Yeah,
to
roll
the
with
ground?
roll with advantage. Yeah.
No, we don't.
That's a good sign.
I got an 8.
Okay. This storm, even with Sandy just trying to hold you in place, it's so distracting. You're not able to get it off just yet, but you still keep channeling and channeling. And after another 10 minutes, you are able to complete your spell. But I need everybody to roll one more frost check for me.
Ooh, nat 20. 30.
16.
Okay.
25.
Dice tonight.
27.
Okay. This time, the three of you are able to succeed. Wilzu, you managed to get your hut off, but in the process, you've just lost all feeling in your face and your fingers, even through your thick winter clothes. But after a few moments, the hut forms around you, and you are safely inside while this storm just rages on the outside.
I'll light my corn pipe. Take a few puffs.
It's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice.
It's a little chilly today.
Could really take a 20% off there.
So what are we doing while we're sitting in the hut? And are we just kind of waiting until the storm passes?
So what do we do now? Because they know what we're doing, but what are we doing now?
Well, Aramil, we wait. Get comfortable.
Yes.
And I'll just keep smoking.
The hut slowly starts to fill up with smoke, more towards the top at first, but
Don't have a window in this.
No windows, that's death, my friend. Enjoy the smell of the nicotine.
Yes.
God, does everything in this hut have like a yellow tint to it? Okay, so about an hour passes, and looking out through the transparent walls of this hut, you see the weather start to calm down. Still snowing pretty heavily, and a lot of it's actually built up around your dome. There's actually only probably about a 3-foot circle up above that you can actually just look out, pretty much like a skylight. But it looks like the storm has passed for now.
Are we encased in snow?
Mostly, with the exception of...
So how does the boundary work? Can we just like put our hand out and we're good?
Yeah, if you wanted to. It'll go right in the snow.
Would it work with like an item, like a shovel?
Yeah, anything we have, as long as
a shovel inside it and like...
As long as you're holding it, you can manipulate it in and out of the bubble.
Right, so I'll try
because you're invited.
Because I'll get my shovel and I'll start sweeping the top to like push it back a little bit so we can
Give us more room.
give us more room to get out of here.
Okay.
But there is a problem. I do have one problem. I seem to be carrying too much now with my beautiful new belt. Say,
So how many rations do you have?
can anybody by any chance carry my rope?
How much
I
is
can
the
carry
rope?
a rope, I guess.
I'm just saying he's just loaded down with stuff. He's like, when you come over to the grocery store and you've got all the bags on your
You
arm.
only want to make one trip.
That's right.
It weighs 10 pounds and I'm over by 7.17.
I can hold onto your rope, and I'll add it to my belt of ropes.
Swashbuckling over here. Okay, so you're able to push back some of that snow off the top. It's still quite a bit higher, but you kind of make a little ramp that you can almost get up and out and on top of this fresh snow. Are you heading out first?
Yeah, I'll take a pop out like a sewer hole. Like,
Yep. So you pop out and you see...
Fuck, it's cold.
Yeah, again, just this never-ending rocky tundra out before you.
Like, do this.
Still snowing decently.
We don't have anybody.
You
like,
probably
camped
have
next to us.
you probably have vision to about 50 feet out or so, 60 feet. What's
Well,
everybody else doing?
I don't see anything out here, and I'll get out.
I'll walk up.
Okay.
I follow.
I think to myself how I make the hut go away, and then realizing I can't, just shrug and follow. If Aramel's heading out, I'm going to follow behind him.
Okay.
I'm going to make the interior black, like I turned off the lights.
Okay. I think when
So-
you exit it, it disappears.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, with the spells when you leave, it's there. That's right. I'll wait till everyone leaves.
Okay. Everybody's out.
I follow behind.
Okay. When you follow behind, you get just out of the domes area, and all this snow starts to kind of avalanche in where it was. Make an athletics check for me.
Oh boy.
I can get right through this. No problem. With a 12, that makes it 11.
Okay. So as you try to race this thing up, as the snow's kind of falling in, you're kind of running against it, almost like you're on a treadmill, but it just goes a little bit too fast for your little gnome legs, and kind of pulls you in. It doesn't cover you. You're stuck about chest up in snow right now. Your shoulders and head are just kind of popping out of the ground.
I'll stop, and I'll just look up at Sandy expectantly. I was looking like,
He's behind me.
Yeah,
I have
he's
no
behind
idea,
you.
so I'm just kind of still looking around. So Willzy, where are we headed next?
Sandy, a moment, please.
Yeah, you answer. Oh. My little kid set him down on a nice.
Excellent. Wipe myself down. Now, our destination, you asked. Yes, Aramil.
Yes.
That list you keep handy.
Yes.
What is on it?
Well, I guess the most recent thing would be report that Macratus is dead. Macratus, as you say.
Oh, that's right. Copper deserves to know, but that's very far away. Anything closer?
We need to sell the Scrimshaw, which is also halfway across the world.
Yeah, we can kind of sell that
And
to
then the
whoever.
lake monster in Bremen that's also halfway across the world. These
it.
are the latest things.
Any closer?
The ship was after that, which is again halfway across the world.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't go to East Haven. That's
Should we avoid?
I'd rather not. They're gonna be weird about it. You already know. Even though they deserve it, they're gonna be weird about it.
What about the guys that we just traded with? Are they going like now to the place or what?
I don't know. We kind of just...
Yeah, they're a ways behind you now at this
Yeah.
point.
Are they going to the fortress? They did say they're trying to kill them all, right?
Well, they're maybe going to confirm what we already did, right? The fortress was it not what we cleared out?
That was a cave.
Yeah, he described it as a cave.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fortress?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we already did the job for them. So they're going to go verify.
I'm thinking of the Dwarven Fortress.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Dwarven Fortress.
We've been through that. I died there. Remember?
Yes.
Yes.
But there's another big one in the spine of the world, right?
There is.
Yeah.
Which we need to go grind a bit more before we go to.
Don't know what you mean, but yes.
Can you define that, please? Grind.
Basically finding random things in the tundra and killing them.
You gotta hustle.
Right,
Both
so...
here right now on Twitch, by the way, because you're using my iPad.
Oh, I know. I'm fun with it. I'm Kira in the chat.
Nice.
Well,
So, most of the stuff is on the other side of the continent.
well, we have a map, right? Show me the map. Let's pull out the map. Maybe there's a landmark we can hit up along
We
the
also
way.
have things halfway across the world that we could do. In Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, too.
You kind of turn, and Heron is still with you, kind of looking at you, and he says, "It looks like East Haven is the closest."
Yeah, but here in East Haven kind of sucks. They got a pickpocket rule, and we made a deal with them, and then they didn't pay us for the deal, and then we found someone else who was like, "Here's some money if you let us keep the thing you made the deal with." And we were like, "Okay, the other guys lost it, so screw it." And now they're gonna be weird about it. I don't know.
We may not be welcome.
You know
We
what?
can just say, no, what cauldron? You still haven't found it? Still no money for me?
Full proof.
It's a shame.
We should be welcome, no matter what. Let's go to East Haven.
I can't help but they lost the damn cauldron. It's on them.
All right,
They
so
owe me
when
money.
we're sitting in
I should be
jail-
mad to be here.
When we're in jail, I'll say I didn't want to do this.
If they have the nerve to try such a thing,
We kill them all.
all of Tin Towns will rise against
Civil
them.
War in the 10th.
And it's not really
We
theirs
kill all
since
of
they
East
never
Haven.
paid for it. So really, they lost nothing. They never gave us money for
What
it.
if
There
it's
was
West Haven?
They still owe us money.
I mean, we'll just tell them if they bring up calls or stuff, be like, I don't know where it is. It's out there. You lost it. We're still trying to find it. Buh. And then they're like,
Oh, it's a
I don't
shame.
believe you. And then we'll have Sucinda lie to them.
What a shame
why-
it is that the what is missing that you never paid for still has not come back up.
Well, I
A
think-
pity.
That's too truthful. Just tell them we don't know.
I'm
Be like,
pretty
"I don't
sure
know."
they'll know where it is.
Oh, when they hear about a town having a ton of food?
Yeah,
Well,
like
then
a
it's
magic
something. If they want to go
cauldron.
to war with freaking, Targos or whatever the hell it was, then, we just do good. They can do weird.
In the Targos, really?
I don't-
I've been down yonder ways, and we were just in a cave. So, well, a lot has
not-
happened since we've been gone, huh?
I'm not
What a
going to say
coincidence.
I know what it's like to not be allowed to go somewhere because I definitely don't. But you should avoid a place that you're not allowed to go to if you shouldn't be there or they don't want you there.
Why don't they want us there?
Yeah, we don't even know that. You're
Yeah,
guessing.
We don't
You're making a
know
lot of
if
assumptions.
They don't want us yet.
Right, this will be me in the jail. I'm practicing my singing.
We'll just pass through and we'll continue on the east way. We'll hit up Bryn Shander and then all those other fun things you just mentioned.
Maybe we should stay away, like circle the town.
Circle East Haven?
Yes.
I guess that wouldn't be too hard. How big was East Haven last time we went?
Pretty big.
Would it take like a day to go fully around it?
No.
You guys mean South Haven, right?
Oh, that thing. You're doing that weird thing again, Susanna.
But if we're spotted avoiding East Haven, isn't that a little suspicious?
Well, we did that in the other town. We can just
Yeah,
tell
but
them.
we've-
We can just tell them, look, we didn't want any more quests right now. We were just kind of going around.
But there is some stuff closer. In Goodmead, the ale was stolen. Now that's capital punishment crime if I've ever heard of anything. Booze stolen. And then Dugan's Hole, animals were attacking people.
It looks like it's on the way if we follow a river. Yeah.
Right.
Wait,
But again,
and we'll
that's-
avoid East Haven if we just keep following the river. Actually, yeah, let's just follow the damn river. It's probably frozen, right? It's 10 goddamn degrees. If it's not frozen, I'm gonna lose it.
So we've got that stuff to do that's closer, and then we got everything else that's far away.
Okay, good. Dugan's Hole and Goodmead. Let's pit stop there. It's on the way, kind of. Kinda. It's a little south. Yeah, it's on the way.
Closer.
Everyone good with that?
Heron looks at the map and says, "It's not closer."
He's right. It is actually not close. East Haven's closer. But if we're going around,
Do we need to go to East Haven for something?
Even
No.
if we go around East Haven,
it would be safer on the Tin Trail.
Okay, he's not wrong about that.
He's not wrong.
So let's stick on the path, and then
If
maybe.
you guys want, I can we can rummage in my disguise kit, and I can kind of try to disguise you guys.
Yes, we could be new people.
Yeah,
A group of 4 with
Yes.
a Goliath and a gnome.
exactly.
They'll never know.
Precisely. You guys understand.
I'm pretty good at lying to people. Not that I've lied to you guys ever, but yes.
So what about that boat?
Yes.
I think we're really preparing for the worst here when we don't even know, though, right?
The
I
boat.
can still be Sucinda. I'm okay with that.
The boat won't know what happens when we arrive to it. We'll turn it into an airship.
Let's just stick on the path, and when we get near East Haven, we'll just skirt it. Easy peasy.
Sorry.
Easy peasy.
And we go as us, because we're not afraid of whoever knows who we are, right, Sandy?
Right.
Right.
Everyone
I stand
knows
up to
me.
whatever.
And put my money somewhere where, in case if someone's also just skirting the town, that they can't steal my money if they. I don't trust these hoes.
You got a big like clinker bag over there.
I got a lot of money.
How much gold do you have? You don't have to say if you don't want to. It's okay.
226 gold.
Oh, flex.
Big bucks.
Sandy's got a lot too. I know he's been holding out on us.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. That's meta.
No, we have at least most of a day's march to get to East Haven at least.
Yeah, so I suppose we get marching. Where's the trail? You know where the trail is?
Not until you get to East Haven.
Huh.
Because you guys are out here somewhere.
Well, I say we go towards East Haven, which is west.
Do you know the way
Haven.
to East Haven from here?
Not specifically,
Aaron?
but if we can keep heading west, we'll either find East Haven or we'll find the river.
Okay, west it is.
Okay. So you guys all head out. Sandy, you leading the way again?
Yeah.
Make another survival check for me.
It'll be a whopping 4.
Okay. So you march on for another couple of hours. It starts to get a bit dark outside as what little light coming through the gray overcast clouds starts to fade. Everyone make a perception check for me.
This is an ability check, correct?
Yes, so it'll be with disadvantage.
What's that thing called?
Oh man.
You said perception?
11.
Okay.
Perception.
11.
Okay.
8.
15.
Okay. 8. So the three of you all hear in the distance kind of this
It's a horse.
and you kind of feel it almost as you're walking.
It's a horse. It's a horse.
First thing that comes to my mind is some sort of goblin catapult death machine, like we ran before. Hey, you guys hear that, right? That's heavy. Something huge.
You can feel it in the ground.
Nothing. What?
I want to start looking around. Do we see any like flickering lights in the distance, or?
What was your perception?
I got a 7 + 4, 11.
11. Who rolled the highest on that? So looking out, it's kind of hard to see through the snow, kind of falling down on top of the fact that it's getting a little darker. Sucinda, though, you peer through the snow and see just in the distance a figure, a large figure coming out of kind of the hazy snowfall. And you see that it is a large mammoth, like a big elephant type creature, a mammoth. But there seems to be something large riding it. And it's not coming directly at you, it's coming your direction, but it doesn't look like it's like charging you or anything. But each time it takes a footstep, you can hear it, you can feel it.
Is it like Sandy signs that's on top of it?
Looks bigger.
Oh, there's a huge like woolly mammoth up there, and like something like Sandy, but like multiply Sandy. It's bigger, riding on top of it.
Okay, is it coming at us?
Not at us, but close enough.
So it's coming toward us.
Sort of, right?
Sort of.
Okay, let's just move aside. Let's skirt this one. I'm gonna start just strafing
Okay.
at a bit out of the way, or far out of the way.
Are you trying to do it without getting its attention? Because it's probably about 50, 60 feet away from you.
It's not our friend, is it? Coming to meet us?
It's hard to tell at this distance.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to scoot away stealthily.
If you'll make a stealth check for me with disadvantage.
7.
Okay. Anybody else trying to sneak? Or what's everybody else doing?
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot, but
21.
I'll try to. Why not? Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
First roll. Oh, not bad either. Stealth
15.
Okay.
plus 0. 13.
Okay. Aramil and Wilzu, you feel like to kind of hide between a couple snowbanks. Sandy and Sucinda, both of you are kind of walking side by side, Sucinda, when you trip over a rock that's that was kind of hidden under the snow. And Sandy, you're kind of looking off to the side as you're walking. You kind of bump in, you both kind of fall down and make this plop into the snow.
Stay dead.
And
Stay dead.
you hear the rumbling kind of continue. And you hear a voice, very deep, yell out, "Vad har vi här?" As you kind of pull up out of the snow and look, there is a large frost giant. It looks like riding on top of this mammoth.
Was that
And he's
giant speak?
Yes.
I understood that.
He's looking right at you at this point.
I think I understood that. Yeah, I think I understand it.
Then you would have understood him to say, "What have we here?"
Oh shit. Fuck.
What does he say?
He said, "Whatever here." I'll
Sandy, this is all you.
I'll stand up and I will shout in giant. But look. I'm gonna look at Sandy for like 2 seconds before I start talking.
You better do it before I do, because I'll try to fight him.
I'll shout in giant. Well met, traveler.
He sort of rides up toward you, and at this point he gets pretty close, and he's just glaring down at you from his mount there, and you see that he's carrying a kind of a net and a javelin, and has a big axe on his back. And he looks down to you, and in giant again asks, or he says, "Looks like we have some lost adventurers."
What did he say?
Not lost at all. Simply heading back to civilization to trade.
He kind of looks down at you and says,
I'm not breaking eye contact.
I could crush you under my thumb right now. Your trophies, your head would make wonderful trophies.
What is he saying? Can we get the mammoth? Is the mammoth ours?
A waste of time. If you seek prey, seek further east. Dragons are afoot.
"Make a persuasion check."
Damn it, why am I doing this?
Disadvantage.
What does he say?
As your voice is kind of shaking and cracking.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Fuck. Persuasion? 5.
He kind of laughs at you.
Crushed it.
He says,
Dragons mean nothing. Very rare to see adventurers out here.
and you see him kind of hop off the mammoth.
What is he doing? It's not good. What is he
just
saying?
sort of stand and kind of does a little bit of a stretch.
He thinks he can kill us.
Why are we having this conversation?
I'm gonna shout out in combat. I'm gonna shout out in combat. Combat stances! And turn and start.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start sprinting away while turning around, preparing a spell.
Okay. Well, with that, go ahead and roll initiative.
Do we have disadvantage on all of our attack rolls?
No. That's
No.
that's if you get a second level of
Thank goodness.
exhaustion.
I think that's actually third.
Do I take?
Second's just half
Do I roll
movement.
twice for initiative?
According to
Or do I have
D&D
disadvantage on
Beyond, that's
initiative?
what I see.
I think,
I believe so.
I think
I'll roll
initiative is an ability.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure initiative is an ability check.
Where is my initiative on this thing?
So
There it is.
Heron rolled well.
Could I have a surprise round and move 10 feet away because of that?
I'd say yeah. You can get it. You can have a not necessarily a surprise round, but you can kind of, since you were acting as you were doing it.
This probably would have been a better Sandy conversation. I bet this guy respects Muscle.
Muscle.
Yeah.
Can we show the dog cam while we're doing this?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get a drink.
Wilsey, what'd you roll? 8. Sucinda, what'd you roll?
6.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Airmel got a 9. And Sandy got a 13.
There we go.
Where is Obi?
He's under my feet.
Oh, under Jonathan's feet. The chat wanted to know. Lady being a good girl. Wubby, he's okay, boy.
There we go. All right. Let me get this.
Exactly. You get us, chat. You get us. Hi. It was nice to see you the other day.
Oh, throw this one away.
Okay, so you guys here.
Oh, battle map.
Looks cool as shit.
Fighting in the tundras.
Oh, he's quite big.
It's so big.
It's as if you were ready for this to happen.
Hey, there's ways to make me not use my creations. Always. I'll say that. There's always a way.
Got a new beer in Atlanta. It's called Transmigration of Souls.
Oh my god. That's extreme. All right.
10%.
So
Double
Heron
IPA.
actually rolled the highest.
Get him, Heron.
So he is going to kind of pull out his great axe and actually rush up. He's got just enough movement to get to this guy, just fearlessly running past you all, straight towards this
Brave as heck.
giant.
Thank goodness.
And he is going to attempt to hit it with his great axe. But the giant is able to parry his attack off, which is going to bring us to the giant, who is now going to look down at Heron and use his great axe and take a swing down at him. Which Heron actually dodges out of the way, just barely missing the axe. Aramil,
I had a 5.
You had a
you had a 9.
9
I had a 5.
with initiative.
That was a 5.
So 5.
I rolled a 1.
I
Sorry,
see.
this is what
Yeah,
I rolled
okay.
total. Sorry,
Alright.
that's me.
Okay, then in that case,
Sorry.
you hear the giant yell out something, and at that point, the mammoth charges forward towards you, Sandy, and is going to attempt to trample you.
Fantastic.
Make a strength saving throw for me.
22.
Okay, this thing, you were able to get out of the way just in time and kind of push off of its leg, and as you do, it tries to gore you with its tusks, but you manage to dodge that as well, which actually brings us to your turn, Sandy.
Well, knowing what kind of fight this is going to be, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to go into a rage. And then I'm going to attack. I want to move around.
Okay.
Go to the side and attack him 3 times.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh. 10 and a 13 for the first one. And a 13 for the second one.
Your 2 13s barely hit.
Hell yeah.
As this thing's just massive, it's kind of like if you swing in its general direction, you're bound to hit something.
So 17 damage and 15.
Okay. So as this thing tries to trample you, you kind of skirt around the side of it and you take a few swings. One manages to kind of hit the back of its leg as it moves past you, and the second one comes straight down its side and you hear it kind of cry out. End of turn?
Yes.
Wilzu.
I am going to start moving towards a crack I see in the nearby terrain over here.
Okay.
And as I do, I'm going to stare at the mammoth that charged in front of this giant. I'm going to lob, I'm going to pinpoint somewhere like back over here.
Okay.
A fireball.
Okay.
So it should envelop just zone.
All right. So this kind of bright orange light kind of comes out of your fingertip and flies through the air, brushes right past you, Sandy, and makes contact with a rock embankment there on the side. And both of them need to make dex saves.
Yes, the magic number is 14. Wow.
Both of them fail.
Nice.
That's
Big number.
32 fire damage.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
On both of them. And then can I get between the rocks? Am I good on that?
Yeah, you can get like right there.
Meld into them.
I'm gonna crack into that rock. I'm gonna fall over into him.
So this explosion erupts, and you see the entire tundra kind of lit up for just a brief second. This fire envelops both the giant and this mammoth, singeing a lot of the hair off the mammoth itself. The mammoth looks like it's hurt pretty good, but still pretty pissed off. The giant still looks decent. It looks okay. You said that was 32 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sucinda.
I'm really conflicted, honestly. I will cast... Yeah. I will cast Guiding Bolt at the mammoth. I guess the giant guy.
Okay.
So I guess I need to roll first, see if this even hits. It doesn't hit. It's a natural one.
Okay.
I'm glad I did that at the first level.
The snow and wind and ice just kind of throws off your aim a little bit, and this kind of globe of radiant energy just kind of sails off into the distance. Would you like to do anything else? Move or anything? Okay. Aramil.
I'm good with that.
I will take out my longbow and I'm going to shoot an arrow at the mammoth.
Okay.
It is a 15.
That
shoot.
hits.
Perfect. And I assume he's engaged, so we get
Yes.
some sneak attack. Alright. 6. Is that cocked? I think this.
6.
13 piercing.
Okay. This arrow sinks right into the neck of this mammoth, and it again roars out, and kind of locks eyes with you.
I will use my bonus action and spin move and try and duck down behind those rocks to my left and say, I'm not here. End of turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the top. Heron is up, and he's going to go into a rage as well. Alright, and he's going to take a swing. This giant. But is actually going to hit.
Yeah. Take down these chumps picking on us.
For 15 damage as he just catches this giant right in the side of the leg. Which is going to bring us to the giant, who is going to try and return the favor to Heron. This time I think it is going to hit. Yes, it is. They were all pretty low, though. 8, 16, 21. So this great axe sinks into Heron for 21 damage.
That's a big hit.
Nice.
And Heron almost goes flying across into the rock face there, but manages to stand his ground. That's going to bring us to the mammoth, who is going to look at you, Aramil, and try to charge at you around the rock. Yeah.
Skirt. It drifts into Sucinda.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Is Sandy still in range of it?
Yeah, do I get a attack opportunity?
Yeah, you get an attack for top.
Can't be Dex, can it?
No.
16.
Okay. This thing comes at you with such force, it bashes up against the side of the rock and knocks you straight to the ground prone, and it's going to try and follow up and stomp you. And that is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll do it.
Oh, that might smash Aramil. Oh.
Can I uncanny dodge on the ground? Just gotta ask.
Was he beat enough to where I could kill him if I rolled high enough? Because I rolled an 18.
Go ahead and roll damage, but
I rolled 17 damage.
yeah, he's still
Okay.
He's still up.
Just making sure. Just trying to save you. So.
You could die on top of me, I guess. Would that be better than attacking me on top of me? Yeah, just crush me. Yes. All right.
As you take 35 damage as this thing slams down on your chest.
We're fine.
Sandy, you are up.
We're good. It's just a mammoth stomp.
How bad does this mammoth look?
He's pretty bloody. A lot of burnt, missing hair around its body. Blood kind of coming out of multiple spots.
I'm going to charge the mammoth to help Aramil try to get up. Get his attention away from Aramil.
Okay.
Do we still have that 10 temporary stuff every day?
Yeah.
Every time we...
Yes.
Do we have it now? Or is it gone?
You would
Mine
have it
had
now,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
25 and 26 for the first 2 attacks.
Those both hit.
Wow. And 19 for the third.
That hits as well.
It's chain cleave.
9 damage plus 11 damage, so 20 total so far. 15.
Okay.
So 35.
You come in hot with this great axe, and you just start chopping at this mammoth. You hit its back leg, and its back leg actually buckles, and it kind of falls to its side, and you follow up with another swing into its side, continuing to run until you get up to the front of him and land a axe straight in its skull, and this thing falls over and stops moving, almost pinning Aramil to the ground.
And then I'd like to turn with a grin on my face and just look at this giant.
Okay.
I imagine just like covered in mammoth blood, like.
Oh, I hope so.
End of turn?
Yes.
Wilzu.
I'm gonna poke out from behind my rocks and lob a firebolt bolt up
Okay.
at the big giant man. 17.
That hits.
He is going to take 2d10 damage. Oh, 19 fire damage.
Nice.
Very nice. And that was, you said that was a firebolt?
Firebolt.
Fireball?
Firebolts.
Oh, bolt.
No
okay.
balls today.
Yeah. And the fire kind of envelops his chest, his face, and then he just kind of see him push through that fire and look at you and scowl.
I'll hide behind my rock again.
Okay.
Did he look like he just shrugged it off at all? Or does it look like
No, it looked
hurt?
like it did something.
Okay.
Sucinda.
I can only move 30 feet.
That's
Would
a lot of feet.
Would I be able to reach Aramil because of the...
5, 10, 15... Yeah, just 20 feet will
Okay.
get you there. Or
I
25.
want to walk
No,
over
it's-
to
I think it's my
Aramil
computer. I think
and
it's not I'm running.
get one
Using
of
my
my
It's fine. The chat's
alien
open.
isolation stim packs. And,
You're doing a
healer's kit.
Healer's kit? Okay.
so...
Rub those contacts together
Let me, I
real
want
quick.
to say 6. So it's 4 plus 4 plus
Still
5.
showing the beer.
So yeah, I heal you for 13.
Oof.
Very good.
Just was laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just
Kind of
feeling
catching
better
his
about
breath, yeah.
Oh, Sucinda. Like, are we dead?
No, darling, we're fine, but don't die. Okay, thanks.
Does that end your turn?
It sure does.
Aramil.
All right, I'm gonna do the WWE like on the ground like
Kip up.
kip up like the jump straight up. Like,
It's impressive in the snow.
and then I will. I can see the giant over them rocks.
Yeah.
I'll like kind of run up them Legolas and then like
You want to go on the rocks?
yeah, I'll get up on there. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling, pun intended. And then I'll
Use that terrain.
fire an arrow at him.
Okay. Make an attack.
That's gonna be a 18
That hits.
for that. Is he? Oh, they are engaged. Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. 9, 7. 14 piercing.
Okay. Very good. Sinks right into his shoulder, and he looks at it. It definitely hurt him, but he uses his axe to just kind of break it off.
Oh, don't break them! End of turn.
That's going to bring us to Heron, who's going to try and swing at this, but is going to miss. Well, the giant deflects his attack again, which brings us to the Frost Giant, who is going to look down one more time at Heron, and he's going to let out this enormous battle cry and swing extremely hard down at Heron, which is going to hit.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Oh.
And is going to hit him for 25 damage. And Heron is looking extremely weak at the moment. The Frost Giant then follows up and looks over at you, Aramil, after just shooting him with an arrow, and he pulls this lance off of his back with one hand
Lord.
and just hurls it at you. This thing is about half as long as he is tall.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a giant lance. So
Does he have any time to like react and like dive towards the ground?
I can
or
I can
anything?
uncanny dodge it.
that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
But I can uncanny dodge it.
Uncanny dodge is at half
It's
damage
just half damage, yeah.
from any ranged attack?
Any you can use your reaction to have the when an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. I'm want to see that. Oh, it's gonna be a lot.
It's going to strike you and absolutely nail you on the side, and you feel it almost take a part of you with it as it deals 49 damage.
Ooh, that's
to
the
you.
before.
That's the before.
So is that 26 halved or 25?
24. Right,
24.
round down.
Yeah, 24.
I stagger, but I'm like,
You look over, you see Aramil just holding his side that's just bleeding
I
profusely
told you not
right
to get
now.
Tortican. What happened, Arno?
like
Sandy, that brings us to you.
I'm on my knees.
To rush at the giant and make my 3 attacks.
God.
19, and 11,
The 19 hits.
and natural 20.
Okay, both hit. So the natural 20 will just be maximum damage.
Okay. So the 12 damage for the non-nat, and then 19.
Okay. So you're running up to this giant. He's just thrown his javelin across just a little bit over your head. You heard behind you, ah! And running up to this giant, he sees you coming and he prepares his axe, but you're too quick for him. And before he can get his axe down, you run up and you just bury your axe right in the center of his skull. And you see his eyes kind of go wide, and then he falls to his knees. Your axe still in his head, and he falls forward. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. You got it. You nailed it.
13.
So he falls down on top of you, which deals just 5 damage, bludgeoning damage, as he kind of crushes you in the snow a bit.
I'm
But
unconscious.
he has stopped moving, and we are out of initiative.
I'm gonna toss him off of me.
Okay, yeah, it takes quite a bit of your energy and strength to move this 20-foot tall giant off of you.
I want to crawl
You
down
move
on
him
all
off.
fours down this rock, just lay on the ground.
Good work, team.
I want to walk around the mammoth and try and rejoin the team. I need to go to can't pronounce his name for the life of me.
Aramil.
Heron.
Heron, yeah.
And I'll use a
he's-
stim pack on him as well.
Yeah, he's literally doubled over in pain, bleeding at the
Is
moment.
he also a level 5?
He is.
I heal him for 12.
Okay. He's kind of breathing heavily, but the bleeding stops, and he looks up to you and says, "Thank you."
No problem.
I want to go up to Sandy and I want to pat him on the calf, and I want to say, "Look at that, buddy! Add Giant Slayer to the list now."
And I want to climb up on him and, like, movie style, peel my axe out of his skull.
Yeah,
while-
put your
put
foot
it
on
his
his
face,
yeah.
pull it off. Said I knew I could do it. And I want to go to the mammoth and look at it and try to see if I can cut these tusks off.
Yeah, you probably could. It would take a while. So it depends on how long you're wanting to try. And
Do you guys need to use some time to heal yourself, or are you relying on me to do this for you?
This is where we're going to stop for the evening. I'll focus a hut for us and we'll just rest.
Oh, sounds lovely. Yes, I like.
Also, I suppose this was a good event that happened because the gods provide. And I'll just motion to the mammoth. How much meat can we get out of that, Sandy? You're good at this stuff.
Oh, we could get tons.
Well, well, if you're feeling up to it.
You know who else I think would be good at this is
Have a
Heron.
mammoth barbecue right here.
a mammoth.
Heron, you're good at this too, right? Lizard folk, you like to eat.
I could have a bite.
I think they eat it raw though.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
Maybe he prefers to cook sometimes too.
And at that point, he kind of walks past, and you see him just bite into one of the legs of this thing.
Let's not eat.
I'll try to fillet some meat.
Okay.
I will start
everybody.
channeling the hut.
Okay. Just make a survival check. You can do it without advantage or without disadvantage.
Okay.
Just roll straight.
8.
Okay. So you manage to completely fuck up quite a few pieces of the mammoth, but after about the 4th or 5th try, you get in there and you just get a nice, clean fillet cut off of this mammoth.
I'm just on the ground holding my dagger up.
Yeah. Aramil's off to the side, just bleeding.
Aramil, can you not heal yourself a little? I guess I could use a heal if we're going to rest. I guess I
Quiet
could.
and
It's
just
fine.
breathing.
I walk over and I'm like, I told you not to get hurt. I don't know why you did this. I told you not to.
I just point to the spear that's in my side.
And I'll cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Do you want to pull this out?
It's
or
not
no?
sticking in you. It kind of went
just
through
went
you.
through.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Like not like through your stomach. It kind of hits your side, basically.
I'm gonna lay on my side.
Yeah.
The cut up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I heal you.
can't
Sorry,
look. I don't wanna
Sorry,
look.
this isn't more.
Don't wanna look.
I heal you for 10.
Okay.
Do you need me to heal you for more so you can go to bed tonight, or I can heal you for more? You need more?
Get him.
Okay.
You need to heal his clothes.
I heal. I do another 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Can you fix these clothes?
11.
Another 11 healing.
Yeah.
There.
You alright? Do you need another?
Yes, this is. I am better. Yes, I am not about to die.
Is Heron about to die? He's fine, right? He's totally fine.
He's fine.
Okay.
The giant's axe.
Thank
Is
you.
the shaft made out of wood?
Yeah, it looks just everything about him looks somewhat crude. The armor and everything is definitely made for somebody who's 20 feet tall.
Well, so I wanted to try to break the shaft off the axe and use it as firewood.
Okay. I'd say you could, even if you couldn't break it with your hands, you could use your axe to kind of
Chop
cut it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Take this stupid spear and burn it.
And I'll do, is the spear made out of?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the same and make like a nice little fire
Okay.
pit.
Make a little campfire.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could use these daggers and cut the mammoth tusk.
Yeah.
Sure,
So I'm gonna
we'll
cook,
get
cook this
rich.
meat first and then try to cut these mammoth tusks off.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to build a fire. You cut the handle off the axe, kind of cut it into a few pieces, along with the javelin, kind of make a little fire. It does take quite a while to cut through the ivory tusks. With just an axe that you're kind of going to town at, because you're not always guaranteed to hit the same spot every time. You go for it for about an hour, and you're only about a third of the way through, probably.
I got my hut up by now, right?
Yes.
I want to poke my hand out of the hut just at the firewood he put on the ground and cast create bonfire.
Okay.
Which the hut's not concentration. That will be. So I'll
Okay.
just keep maintaining that while hanging out inside the nice warm hut.
Okay.
I'll go at it for a little bit longer to get this one off, and
Okay.
then go in the hut and rest.
So, night has fallen at this point by the time you have finished this encounter with this giant. So you're basically spending another 3 hours or so going at this. What is everybody else doing?
Night.
Resting.
I'll open one of my fancy books and start trying to transcribe it in my Wilzer Snapplegap language.
Okay. Aramil, are you resting as well?
Resting, yeah.
Sandy, you just kind of keeping an eye out?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 hours pass, and it's still just absolutely dark outside. The aurora in the sky shimmering its green and purple and blues. But 8 hours pass, and you all benefit from a long rest. So you get to ditch your exhaustion. Sandy, however, you would have only been able to rest for 5 hours if you're. So you can stick around for another 3 if you want, but I believe once this 8 hours is up, does your hut disappear after 8 hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we get to roll hit die during that?
Yeah, so what we're going to do while we get all of our health and everything in order, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, everybody. So hang out with us for just a little bit, and we will be right back. Cool. All right, we are back. Thank you for hanging with us, everybody. We're just gonna get started. So you all benefited from the long rest. When you all wake up, and Sandy, when you're kind of securing this mammoth tusk, it is very icy and frigid outside, but the snow has definitely slowed down. Pitch black, though. Pitch black.
Is it still dark?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You guys just want to... I mean, I can just hut again if you want. We want to chill.
So, I'll tell you this. You would be able to know just because you would know how much time has passed since it's been light outside and everything. It's... Even if you get the feeling that if you
Excuse me.
waited another 8 hours, it would still be dark.
Oh, shit. Never mind. I just had a sudden realization.
Yes, do tell.
We're just gonna untrack.
Ignore the Obi.
Yeah.
He's a terrorist.
Obi, go lay down. Go lay down.
Now, we were heading west. Is that right? To the river?
Well,
To the
river or East Haven, whatever we ran into first.
Which way is west?
Oh, I was just actually looking at this note. I don't,
Make a survival check. Anybody who's trying to figure out which way west is.
Oh, I'm just,
I want
I'm
to try and
definitely
sound
trying
smart
to
because
figure
I
it out.
have literally no idea where we are right now.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I don't have disadvantage anymore? Bruh, I am...
Bruh.
What is this? You said survival?
Survival.
21.
Okay.
Wow.
And you were
Less.
15? Wilson?
I wasn't trying. I was just asking.
Were you trying?
12.
Okay.
I had a dream about South Haven last night, and I know exactly where we are.
So you have no idea where you are
Even
still,
with the 21?
but you just kind of squint and you just point in a direction, and it happens to be the right way. And Sandy actually does realize which way west is and confirms your
Yes,
pointing.
it is that direction. Don't you guys know? South Haven, you know. Yeah. Don't forget to update your maps. New name, South Haven.
That's the hill you're gonna die on.
I'm gonna take my bag of tricks out now that I suddenly remembered it, and throw out a little ball.
It's been a few weeks. It's okay.
A boar appears.
Okay.
Is it? Can I sit on it?
You can try.
I'm small. Okay, we're gonna work together. We're both tiny, so stay still. I'm gonna climb on
Let's say
top.
make an animal handling check with advantage.
Hey, that's a good number. I got a 17 plus 1, 18.
Okay. You hop on the top of this boar. It's a pretty big boar. And it doesn't want you to get on it at first, but you're able to calm it down between it being mostly under your control and you kind of manage to calm it down just enough to where you can get on and you're mounted on a boar.
Boar rider. Am I about half the height of Sandy now?
Huh?
Am I about half the height of Sandy now? On the boar?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's good enough. Alright, if everyone's ready, I suppose we should go. I eat some food, by the way.
Okay.
Well, I guess we all eat food, right? Everybody eat food?
Alright, so just subtract a ration from...
Do we have some mammoth left over? We have some.
Oh yeah,
mammoth-
you'd have
some
mammoth
mammoth patties.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh. eat
Mammoth
some-
and
eat
eggs?
some
Yeah, so
Some
the
cool
mammoth keeps you sustained. Okay, so you all eat and rest up, and you start heading west again. For another 8 hours, you continue in the dark.
Ooh. It's cold.
But eventually, you see the flickering lights of civilization off in the distance through the snow.
Oh.
It's so dark, it's not sure exactly what it is,
This boar sucks.
but it does look like quite a large town.
East Haven, most likely. Will we make our choice now, team? Skirt it to the south or right through?
Hey, look what I got that I forgot about that I have, and I pull out a compass. It's part of my navigation tools.
Well, you look at that! It isn't a damn compass!
Well, it's really good for seaworthiness, but the compass does directions on land too.
Who would have thought?
That's good to keep in mind, huh? Keep it handy.
That's what they said. No, put it back.
Okay, we'll supply check. Do we need to go to town for anything? Is anyone? Randy, you're probably carrying a buffet on you still, right?
Yes, I have rations for weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you pull up the map, please?
Yes.
I pull out of the map to look at it. Excuse me. Well, we could keep going to Goodmead and be like, "Who stole your beer?
Yeah, why not? It's on the way, right? Are we going
Would
around?
you like
these...
to buy this mammoth tusk?"
Yeah, you know what? This shit might get stolen if we go through East Haven.
Or do you want to use the disguise kits and be like, "Oh, we're another adventuring group of very similar size and shape to another adventuring group."
So one thing that you would remember from East Haven is that stealing is not legal, like pickpocketing is.
Oh.
So people aren't just like busting into each other's houses, like robbing people.
Sticky,
as long as they don't get seen.
It's
right?
the sticky bandits.
Yeah.
This town. So
Yes.
All right,
Now
well,
that we know the rules, I'm not supposed to go.
Right. But they do have laws of throwing people in jail they don't like.
whatever. Let's just cut through it and we'll head south to Goodmead.
Cut around it, yes.
That is the opposite of what I just said.
Yes, but I said the right version.
Okay, well, yeah, I really honestly don't care. As Wes, I believe we are above such petty things as, oh, we made a deal. We're Wes, you know what I mean?
They didn't
Kind of
uphold
agree.
their deal. That's why I don't think it's a,
People don't forget.
Yeah, I don't forget they owe me freaking money.
No, we blackmailed, embezzled money from the other place to cover a debt that we were not owed.
We made a real transaction with them. It was our cauldron. Somebody stole it from us. They were very pleasant people there, and they said, "Oh, it's your cauldron, no problem." Let
We
me
took
give you
hush money to stop causing problems.
Exactly, it's fine. We were paid. Exactly. East Haven, though. We gave them a cauldron with the assumption they would pay us money. They never pay us money. I don't owe them anything. They owe me, if anything. They lost what they were supposed to pay me.
Didn't we say we were gonna find it and bring it back?
We said we'd try. And we did. We failed.
How am I to know that the cauldron and the other town is the same one? So what? Maybe the hag made two cauldrons. Who's to say? She's dead. We killed her.
Let's say one of us puts the disguise kit to use, go into town, assess the vibe, and then we go from there.
They might not even know.
Yeah, what
They
vibe
have
are
the
you looking
cauldron.
for?
The vibe of the vibe of wanted posters in the sun.
Like if people are like talking shit, hearing another town has food for life or
Right,
something?
and then the word gets out that it was us who was supposed to get the cauldron and we didn't, and now they want to talk to us.
I think you're being overcautious, but I'm fine with it if you want to do that. I'm waiting.
We just killed a frost giant. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, but they're going to send a guard after us.
Remember, this is my sitting in jail not satisfied post. Remember? All right.
Do you want to sneak in or not?
Yeah, I'll sneak in.
Okay. Why should we wait?
I got a persona and everything. Let me see what we got.
okay,
Through.
you're rifling through your
Yeah,
bag of.
Because I have a set of like common clothes too, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna like mix and match.
I get comfy on the side of the road.
See
Okay.
see
Maybe
what else I
smoke some.
got.
Well, there's no road where you're at right now. You're still just kind of out in the tundra, but you can see East Haven from here.
Like another hut?
I guess, why not?
There's probably a few hundred feet, and then a bridge that goes over this frozen river, and then East Haven is on the other side of that river.
I think we get closer though.
Closer to the town?
Well, what if they make airmail?
Well, he's good at what he does. He'll be able to get out.
Yeah, but he might need us a little closer to help.
You think so, Ariel?
I would say within about 100 feet or so, as I talked in your head.
So let's go right over the bridge. How close is the bridge to the town? Like super close, or
somewhere around probably 75 feet or so.
Okay. Go over the bridge. Do your little incognito bubblino. And then just wait for Airmail to tell us if we're good or not.
Okay. In that case, and I'll click my heels into my boar.
I assemble a flashy outfit of blues, purples, and white.
Okay, Prince.
and I try and find a hat with a feather in it. Or craft a hat with a feather in it.
Okay. Yeah. You're able to scrape all that out of your bag.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
a pimp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just like chest out.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
all right, boys, I'll be back.
If you need
Okay.
help, just call for us.
So you make your
Do you
way
need someone else to go with
into
you?
town.
He's got it. Look at him.
And when you come to, you have to kind of walk around a little bit to get to one of the entrances there. But you come up on an entrance and there's a couple of guards there. And as you approach, they look at you, kind of this confused look on their face.
Yes, gentlemen, yes, sorry. I came through on the wrong side. I passed the town too far away. The name's Landon. Landon Cider, and I'm good at it. And I just like thumbs out, finger out, like just waiting to see what he says.
Right.
Yes, to the end. And I
on
just
in.
like
You just march. They kind of look at you dumbfounded. But you walk in right into town.
yes, yes. And which way's the end, boys? Just
I
like
didn't think
still
I'd make it
walking
this
away. Still like walking away from them. Like
They point. Here, I'll pull the map up here for you. East Haven. There it is. So you're coming in kind of over from this east side here. It'd help if I do this. So you're kind of coming in from over here. So you're coming in through this entrance. Mm-hmm. They literally just kind of point down the main road. They say, straight down the main road. It's the last right you'll make before you hit the lake.
yes, yes. No, I'll just keep prancing away.
Okay. You make your way through the city. Make a perception check for me.
9.
Okay.
Great.
One thing that does stick out to you a little bit is that there are much fewer people on the street. Much fewer. Noticeably. Outside of that, you don't notice anything, but there definitely doesn't seem to be any risk of being pickpocketed right now. You've seen maybe 3 people as you've marched across half of a city.
Are there any like wanted signs or notices on like lampposts and stuff?
No notice, no warning signs, no wanted signs, no nothing. And you look at these houses as you're kind of passing. It seems like most people are still are in these houses. You kind of see fires and things like that glowing through the windows.
Right. Now I would know my way to the inn, so I'm gonna head to the inn.
Okay. You make your way around to the White Lady Inn. When you walk into the door, you see a clerk kind of sitting at the front desk, and you can hear the familiar voice of Ronaldo playing his lute in the next room over near the fireplace.
Yes. Yes, it is the Landon Cider, I'll say when I walk in. I just kind of pause for a second. Got dots in here?
The man looks up to you, and you recognize him. It's Bardabin. This kind of older man, as you remember. He looks up and squints at you and says, do I know you?
No, but you can. The name is Landon. Landon Cider. And I like puff my way over to the...
Okay.
Put her there.
He doesn't reach his hand back out.
Yes, that's fine. That's okay.
He says, your money spends the same as anyone else's. What do you need?
Yes, just a place to have a drink.
Well, that'll be down the road at the Wet Trout.
Well, I'm at the wrong place. I'll like look around, like, is everybody fine? Just whatever.
Right.
There's no I hate WAS signs.
When you look, no, there's no billboards up with your faces on them.
Public enemy. Number
Again,
one.
another
Glass.
thing that you notice, looking into the main room, where last time there was quite a few people in there, Ronaldo's in there playing for 2 people.
Yes. Is it a quiet night before I get a drink?
It's been a quiet few days.
Yes. What has changed? I'm from the south and came through Bryn Shander and still new to these areas.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't pass them then.
Pass who?
Well, the speaker and the captain.
I came the wrong way. I missed town. I came the east way.
He says,
Came the other way. I'm still getting my bearings.
Everyone's been on edge since they left. Apparently the Bryn Shander speaker sent out a summons to all of the speakers.
Are they doing like a council? I'm not from here. I don't know.
Yes, some sort of emergency council.
Oh, that sounds important. When? Well, never mind. Yes. Where can I get a beer?
Wet Trout.
Wet Trout. And where is that? Because I'm not from here.
he just kind of points it out to you on your map. You know, it's actually on the northeast side of town. It's just further up from where you entered.
Oh, well, thank you. I think I can navigate this. Well, I'll be back if I need a room, or I could just get drunk and black out there. Thank you.
Okay, you walk out.
I'm like, all right, cool. Doors closed. I'm like, power jogging, like, out the...
Okay, and
I'm gonna, yeah.
since you got here to the point, you make it to the Wet Trout. It's been about 45 minutes. And you walk, are you just walking into the Wet Trout?
No, I'm leaving town.
Oh, you're leaving town.
I'm going to leave
Okay.
town. But I want to try and avoid those guards at the entrance,
Okay.
if possible. Because I
Okay.
know it's like, there's not like a proper wall.
Right.
Like, I don't want them to just see me leaving
So
again.
you're trying to kind of sneak out?
I'm trying to sneak out of town.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
You got it. All right, come on, big money. Non-nat 20.
Okay. You see the 2 guards. It looks like they're distracted, just kind of talking to each other. You can't make out what exactly they're saying. It's kind of mumbled over the wind, or under the wind. But you manage to get clear and to make your way to a little bunch of trees. And then you find your way back to the bridge.
Okay. I'm going to immediately start spamming message to Welzu. Like, alert. Just
What?
like,
What?
What's he
like,
talking
I'm
about?
coming that way. Just,
Airmail's coming like
and then,
urgently.
like, I'll start, once I'm away, I'll start running
Okay.
to it.
Your pimp walk turns into more of
Yeah,
a
just
panicked
like a
run through the snow.
Yeah. Throw in my fancy clothes on
Do I
like,
need
my
to be
bag.
ready to fight?
I don't know. I don't know.
Get my axe out.
You hear the boar. Heron says,
I'll be ready for anything.
I'm gonna be looking towards East Haven. Still sitting comfortably, smoking my pipe, but just looking towards it.
okay. After a few, like 30 seconds goes by, you see the outline of a man pulling clothes off and putting jackets on, trying to run at the same time, shove stuff in his bag, all the while running towards you. And once it's close enough, you see that it is Aramel.
Where are they at?
We need go to Brenchander.
What happened while you were there?
Emergency council. It's everyone speakers in Brenchander.
Emergency council.
The speakers are gathering in Brenchander. Emergency council. Soon.
I suppose we should go
what's
be a
his
part of that,
name? I say the innkeeper's name. Said everyone's on edge because the speaker left. They're all gathering in Brenchander. We're also not wanted.
Oh, that's a good sign.
They don't hate us, I guess. I don't know. But we need to go to Brenchander.
But why would they all be meeting in Brenchander suddenly? Did you ask anyone while you
No,
were there?
just we gotta go.
We should be part of that meeting.
Yes.
It would do a lot better for us, wouldn't it? We should be a part of
We
that
are
meeting.
in with the captain of the guard there. He could probably get us in.
Now,
Or close.
worst case scenario, if the meeting is regarding a certain town getting infinite food while the others don't,
Then we should leave.
is that the plan? We
Probably
leave?
very dumb.
I will go in as land insider and say, I saw them going south.
Okay, okay, Bridge Shander then. Let's go see what's going down.
Okay.
We'll just pass. I guess we'll pass through East Haven.
Okay.
Won't be a big deal.
Heron, once you get kind of to the middle of the city, Heron actually stops and looks at you and says,
I think this is where we should part ways.
What?
At least for now.
You want to hang out here?
Need to go to Goodmead. This seems more of a you thing.
What? If you don't mind me asking, what are you going to Goodmead for?
Solve the beer problem.
Unfinished business. Figure out why. Speaker has gone missing.
There's a speaker of Goodmead and they've gone missing?
sorry, no.
Figure out who killed the speaker of Goodmead.
Oh, that sounds serious too. We kind of should help with that. But this emergency meeting sounds like a big deal. All the speakers gathering in one spot. So, I guess if you really want to check that out, we'll maybe catch up with you.
I can come to Bryn Shander later. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Okay.
Thank you for saving me in that cave.
It's no problem.
All right, yeah, you're an all right guy, and we look forward to seeing you again with the powerful jaws and powerful axe.
If you ever pass through Goodmead, stop and say hello.
Okay, well, we'll come visit.
Yes.
And he sort of he bows his head a little bit towards you. And you see him turn off and sort of walk towards the southwest around the bottom of East Haven. And he eventually disappears from your vision.
How long have we been removed from the world? We were dead for what, a week or two?
Yeah, it was
We
only
don't
like
even know.
Oh,
It's
we
only a couple
were
weeks.
dead, weren't we?
Lots have
I forgot
happened.
about
Lots could have
that.
happened while we were gone.
Let's go meet up with the what was it, the sheriff or what was his name? He was like the lawman of Bryn Shander. I forget his name.
Oh,
It's been so long.
yeah, I have
Sheriff Southwell.
I have it written.
Southwell, that's his name. Let's go pay a visit to Sheriff Southwell. See what's
In my
going on.
Notable people.
I knew you had it in there. That's why I was.
Yeah, it's
saying
Southwell. It's Southwell, like God said. It's Southwell.
Like God said.
Our renown may have stagnated a bit since we've been gone so long. It's time to kick it back up. No, I'll kick my board to make him start going.
Lets out this awful squeal, and it starts just pudging through the snow, about the same speed as what you would walk, but you're not having to use your legs.
That's the point.
There you go.
So we're just heading straight across the eastway to Bryn Shander.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we stopping? We can kind of, since it's on the road, we can kind of fast forward through this. If you'd like.
I'll probably like stop by like one of them food trucks and get like a burrito. But like no permanent stop, just like $2.
Well, there's no food trucks
Is there a
around.
Loves? Can we stop at a Loves?
Are you wanting to stop before you leave East Haven,
Dodge
or just
chicken.
on the way?
We don't need any supplies as
Okay.
far as I'm aware.
No.
Oh wait, is there Aramel? Are your clothes? Are you?
Yes.
Is your cold weather good? You all right?
It
We gotta go.
It has a rip
It does
kind
have
of
a
in
hole
the
in it.
side of it.
I'm gonna stuff my outfit here. My whole
This is my new polar bear suit.
my new polar bear suit.
I'll see if I can figure out how to magically repair stuff eventually, but I can't do it right now. I'm afraid.
It does need some mending.
Yeah, that's not me. It's just-
You speak of mending, I try and cast mending on it.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
what do you? That was like. We should see a tailor.
She is a magical tailor.
Yeah, I try and cast mending on it. Do I do any good?
Yeah. It doesn't just magically make more cloth, but the threads that are there actually kind of intertwined with
like
each
they
other.
seem
It's a little tight, but it works.
yeah, it's a little tighter, but
That's fine. It's snug.
yeah, it's not ice cold wind blowing straight onto your skin.
We've got to get like
Oh wow! It says
horses
this-
or something.
Was it larger than a foot?
What?
The tear?
No.
So it says, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
So
look at
after a
me.
few moments, it actually stretches out a
Wow.
little bit and then gets quite a bit more comfortable.
Wow, magical tailor, that was swift indeed. I'm here all week.
Yeah, aren't you guys rich? Can't you like afford those bird things or something?
Bird?
What?
Birds.
What are they? Those weird beak things that those hunters were riding on that one time.
Chocobos?
No, they're not chocobos. I don't even know what that is.
If there was a chocobo, I would spend
Brought
my
to you
money.
by Final
but
Fantasy
anything else, I
XIV.
will not.
It's some bird. Damn it! What were they? Drip
Unless-
beaks, beak drills,
Drill beak.
giant
Bird.
Buckbeak?
Bird
If there's a
drills.
buckbeak hippogriff, then I will
Buckbeak.
also spend my money on him.
Can't remember what it was. Sandy, you know, right?
It
I
was-
know
familiar
what you're
with the
talking
North?
about, but I do not
I
want to
know
spend my
of
money.
what you're speaking of. I can.
It's in my notes somewhere.
They were
but
kind of
then-
They don't
Expensive.
carry me very well, so I don't ever really
Right.
worry about it.
They were expensive to buy, and we're gonna maintain them and feed them and whatever. And,
You already have a puppy. What more do you want?
right.
But
And
we can
they're-
move so.
they're-
Okay, fine.
and
Grueling
they're-
pace then.
They're
Grueling
a
job.
liability in fighting, and we just need to find that polar bear demon thing that the goblins had. The chariot.
Precisely.
You know what? Next time we encounter a wild creature and it's like a big bear, maybe you can make it chill. And there's
Maybe
one.
we should have killed the giant and tamed the mammoth.
Damn it, that's a good idea.
I just thought of it now, though. It's too late. It's too late.
Okay, we're
To Bryn Shander.
let's just make haste. We're gonna head to
I'll say
Bridge
you
Shander.
kind of all had this conversation as you were walking.
Thank you for the fit.
You all know that Bryn Shander is about 14 hours away. But you press on through these kind of dark hours, and the dim light pokes through the clouds for about 4 hours, and then it gets dark again as you travel. You stop to take a rest for the night, unless you're wanting to do a forced march.
No. We'll stop and hut up.
Okay. You wake up and still dark outside, but continue on. After about 5 hours, you see the flickering lights of Bryn Shander in the distance. And you know it's Bryn Shander because you can see that it does have a very sturdy wall, the circular wall around the city itself, about 15 feet high.
Oh shit, it's been a long time. Let me
Let's get our writs of passage ready.
I'm gonna pull out another little ball. I gotta get a new animal, my board be gone.
Okay.
Let's see what I pull out. Probably the best thing. Hell yeah, giant badger.
All right.
Not
This-
regular badger, big badger.
You throw this item on the ground, and you see the snow start to shuffle around, and a badger just kind of pops out of the snow and looks at you and just makes badger sounds as it looks at you.
Let me see how big he is. He is... Okay, he's medium, so he's like the boar. I'm gonna get on him. I'll ride the fucking badger.
Okay. I'll say the badger's a little easier to get on than the boar.
Whoa, we press on! Bring Shander, let's, oh yeah, that passage. I think I have that on
We
me.
need our
Let me get
writs.
that. Because I got that from the Sheriff Southwest, so they'd stop trying to blackmail us every time.
Right. And we helped them out.
No, I'll ride on up. Team rolls right up to the guards.
Okay, the guards
change the
tell you to
map?
stop. Huh?
Will you change the South Haven map?
Oh, yeah.
South Haven. It's gonna be Wasshaven.
Precisely.
So you approach from this eastern entrance, and the guards ask you to stop and say, "What's your business here?"
How you forget so quickly? Do you not recognize Wass when they arrive?
He kind of pulls his he's got some goggles on, and he pulls them up.
Oh, that's
and he
steampunk. That's cool.
He said, "Oh, Yes, Wes. Walls.
So close!
Yeah.
Wilzu, Snapple Gap!
Wilzu, Sucinda,
Technically, Airmal's next, but...
Sandy. And he just looks back at you and says, Aramel?
Yes, autographs. Not that person anymore. Yes.
Yes, we were told to keep an eye out for you.
Oh.
Don't.
If you were to come through, the speaker asked your presence at the town hall.
Indeed, we heard that there's a gathering here, and we will not miss it! And on my giant badge, I'll just...
Is the meeting today? As he rides away.
It is. It's definitely later in the afternoon, at least. To the point where the sun is kind of setting. Well, I say sun. The gray sky is getting darker and darker and darker. But there's still just a hint of light.
Then we should make way if we are expected.
To the sheriff for details.
To the town. Where's the meeting?
The town hall. He said town hall.
Town hall? Oh.
Yeah.
To the town hall. To everyone.
So you make your way through the city, remembering how to get... I mean, really, you just kind of follow this main road all the way through until you get to the town hall here. When you do, there are quite a few guards outside. The doors just firmly shut. They see you approaching, and again, they stop you and say, "What's your business here?"
Wes, reporting in!
Oh, right. He just moves out of the way, and they open the door for you, and he says, but, and looks down at the badger, no animals allowed.
No, of course. And I'm going to command the badger to, like, sit like a dog so it looks at least, like, slightly approachable. And tell it not to bite anybody.
He just looks at you.
Try to leave the badger alone, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool as I'm walking inside.
Kind of this... Okay. When you walk in, you see all of the tables and desks have kind of been rearranged since the last time you were here, and you look around the room and you see quite a few people sitting around this circular formation of tables. Only a few moments goes by, and you hear, "Oh, Wes, you actually came." And you look over to see where the voice is coming from, and you see Speaker Duvessa Shane looking at you with the sheriff kind of standing a little bit behind her and to the side. Looking around the room, you see most of the other speakers that you had seen in these other towns sitting around. You see Trovis, the Dragonborn, sitting there. He's got a bottle in his hand.
A bottle.
And you see Speaker Kranich, who clearly does not look enthused about being here. He's sitting there with this scowl on his face.
There's a mean guy who's like, who shit on gold toilets.
Yeah. You see Speaker Nerth from Targos sitting there, and he's kind of looking at you, just sort of smirking a little bit. And you see the Speaker Wayland from East Haven as well.
How's that look?
He seems to be avoiding eye contact with you all.
Oh, no.
Because he owes me money.
Oh, no.
Along with a few other faces that you are not familiar with. There are a few empty seats. There's a single empty seat in between Kranich and Trovis. But there are probably about 5 or 6 other seats open, more closer to the door, so kind of from where you came in. And the speaker looks at you and says, "You've made it just in time. Please have a seat."
Is everyone looking at us?
Yes.
I get nervous.
including there are multiple guards around the room as well.
Yeah.
And everybody's just kind of looking at you all.
Where's the exit closest to where I am? Just
Behind
from
us?
Right behind you.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Y'all, I got us.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Well, we're WAS, and you'll see us in the future if you haven't
Kranich
already
speaks
met
up and
us.
says, "We know who you are."
Our reputation succeeds. I trail off. As I sit down, I'll just go sit in one of the chairs near the door.
I take one of my axes off and set it on the table. Pull the
you
chair
need
out
help
a
with
little,
the- do you need
little
help with the
aggressively
tusk?
and sit down.
Should we set the tusk over here?
Yeah, where's the tusk?
Where's your? Oh shit. Did
We
you
can
use
set
your
it
disc
against
at
the
all?
wall.
I think we forgot.
No, we grabbed it.
Yeah,
we
so
grabbed
I feel like
it.
it's so
grabbed
big
it.
we wouldn't
Yeah.
have forgotten it.
We were carrying it between us like a surfboard or whatever.
Just prop it up.
Yeah,
I'll look around.
it's-
It's for sale.
For sale.
Duvessa speaks up again and looks at you, clearly nervous out of your mind.
Wilzu, please have a seat.
Okay. I'll sit wherever she pointed.
How's the seat?
Okay. A few moments pass after you've been seated, and she looks around the room and kind of clears her throat. And let me turn this down a little bit. She
Would it be acceptable to smoke a corn pipe right now?
Sure.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, is anyone else
I'm
smoking?
gonna cool off. Yeah,
Well, what's his name has that bottle?
that's true. It should be okay. That's right.
She addresses you all and says,
For those of you who don't know, those of us seated here who are not speakers of 10 towns, this is WAS. They have been... don't look at me. They've been an invaluable help to us in terms of physical deeds as well as bringing us useful information. I assume that some of you know why we've already called this meeting. Some of you do not. WAS informed us a while back that they had found Dwergar in the cities. More specifically in Caer Konig and East Haven. Have you seen any more since you've been gone?
she looks at you, Wilzu.
In my memory banks, I would know that we've seen more, right? Somewhere. I don't remember where personally. Out of character.
I mean,
I would say make a history check for me.
Okay, I'm gonna try to remember, and if I don't, I got a plan B.
Okay.
what's your plan B?
Plan B is to straight up show them the map with all the X's on it. You said history?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm really good at that. 19.
All right, so you're able to rattle off Kelvin's Cairn, Cair Denival as well. Mm-hmm. And you know, supposedly, there's another kind of fort down to the south. She looks at you and nods.
We know that this has clearly been a growing problem. We didn't realize how serious this actually was.
She takes a moment and
Says, invisible enemies walk among us. We have seen their boot prints in the snow, and we now know that they have confirmed to be Duragar. These malevolent dwarves of the Underdark, who've not ever been to the surface, have infiltrated 10 towns in search of a rare crystal known as Chardalin. With it, they are building a mighty army that will lay waste to 10 towns if nothing is done to stop it. Our militia captured one of these Duergar and forced it to divulge the location of their mountain stronghold. Therein, you will find a Duergar warlord named Zardarok Sunblight. He aims to conquer Icewind Dale and destroy us all. For the good of 10 towns, I have gathered all the speakers here today to ask you, Was, will you infiltrate the Duergar fortress, slay the warlord, and destroy his terrible army?
I like lean over to Sandy. That sounds like 3 championship belts.
I'll stand up. Well, we did opt to make a name for ourselves doing good for you all, and by all means, if infiltrating this place and taking them down makes life better for everyone, we're about that. That's our thing, right? Along with a little bit of coin here and there. But if all of 10 towns is asking this task of our small group, we would need your aid, surely.
She says, we have discussed at length what we thought the best option was to address this. Although we do have a formidable standing militia for the town, these are not people weathered for the tundra, weathered for multiple days marching through the snow. Additionally, we don't know where these Duergar are. We don't know where they're hiding. They could be anywhere. They can turn invisible. A large push on this stronghold would fail almost certainly if it's not to cold and sickness, but they would see us coming for miles before we even got there. What we need is a small force, a capable force, that you have all proven yourselves to be, to slip in and handle this without mass bloodshed.
I've puffed my corn pipe a few times.
And she says, or have we put our faith in the wrong adventurer?
Nonsense! I'll take it out of here. Nonsense! Just,
don't know where they are. How are we supposed to go and find them?
Yes.
we know where they are. In the spine of the world.
Yes, we found the exact location
Oh, the exact location.
from the Duergar we captured.
Oh, good interrogation.
We could match it up with where yours says it is and where ours says it is and see if it's in the same place.
I suppose that's a good idea. I actually have, I may have it marked right here, and I'll waddle to the middle of the room while taking out a map. It had all those markings with the X's on it, and I guess I'll furrow it out in the one middle seat.
So you put the Duergar map out on the table, and Sheriff Southwell walks up and unfurls one and lays it next to yours. And sure enough, there is an X in the exact same spot in the mountains south in the spine of the world.
So that's the spot. Okay. Alright, well, I'll take a few more puffs of my pipe, and I'll say, Wes at the beginning was a group built on foundations, on morals, and I'll put my hands behind my back and start walking back and forth. We try to do good for people, and we hope to be rewarded for our efforts. And I'll look to everyone and I'll start nodding. That being said, I've never been one to choose how we approach our tasks or how we're going to handle situations by mere dictatorship or orders. Every one of our team has their own voice. And you ask us to infiltrate an enemy that may very well result in one of our deaths. So, I suppose the best way to ask this, and I'll just walk back up to my team, and I'll say, how do you all feel about infiltrating a fortress for the 10 towns?
I scratch my head real quick and say, do you want to mention the device?
The one that killed all of us? I'll say it out loud.
You hear kind of the mumble of a few people. You see a couple of them.
We're alive, we're here.
Magic and whatnot, and I'll just make little fireworks appear on my finger. Prestidigitation.
Hey, Willzu, say this. Say that. Repeat after me, but loud. Say that we're soldiers of fortune.
We're soldiers of fortune.
If you have a problem.
If you have a problem.
If no one else can help.
If no one else can help.
And you can find them.
And you can find them.
Maybe you can hire.
Maybe you can hire.
The A-team. I mean, WAS.
WAS.
You see the sheriff kind of chuckle and says, "That was a bit anticlimactic, but." Duvessa looks back to you and says, "So, you'll do this?"
What is in it for us?
Yes, we will do this, right? Yes.
Well, I imagine the 10 towns will owe us tremendously for this deed we perform for them. We've done enough. We built a relationship. Surely there's something in it for us as well.
Don't look at Waylon.
Know that this winter has been very hard on us. You understand this. We don't have much to offer, but we can perhaps come up with something. But know that you will be heroes of 10 towns if you are able to thwart this. And reputation sometimes can be worth more than gold.
Fame.
Can I ask you? No, never mind. This is not the place.
I believe it was you who was saying you were looking to go out and make a name for yourself.
I want a bag of holding.
This is one way to do that.
You know, I know you're playing me, but you're right.
You're right.
I do want to make a name for ourselves. You all should know WAS already, but it's not enough. We will become world-renowned. Once we're done assisting the 10 towns, the entire realm will know of WAS, of Sandy's championships, of Aramel's mighty bow and precision aim, and also his wit and charm. He's very good at that. And Suzenda's
I can heal people.
healing. They will all know. We accept your quest to deal with these Dwargar.
One thing I need though.
But there's one thing we need. What is it?
Who do we talk?
I need a
Oh,
bag of holding. I'm very.
We need a bag. They're not gonna have it. They don't have it.
who do we talk to
They don't
for
even
the
know what that
intel?
is. Are you familiar with a bag? Any of you bag of holding? Have you heard of this?
I'm
It's an
very weak. I
artifact.
cannot carry a lot. I need one.
Everybody's just kind of either has their head tilted or they're just ignoring,
Just,
not
just,
looking
just,
at you.
okay, disregard the last part. Don't worry about it.
Who's the intel person we need to talk to?
Sheriff Southwell says, "I can answer questions that you have."
I just wanted.
Kranich kind of speaks up and says, "Yes, that's great. Are we finished?"
We should have mentioned to go.
Um,
Never mind.
Duvessa looks at all of you and says, "Do any of you have anything you would like to say?"
You want a bag of holding?
Yes, there's a lizard folk running around the 10 towns here and there named Heron. If you spy him by himself, he is a friend of ours. So treat him respectfully.
She looks around to the other speakers, and Trovis has since dozed off, and the
Nice.
speaker next to him is actually the speaker from East Haven, and he elbows Trovis.
What? Yes, absolutely.
Danica just kind of shakes her head.
Well, besides that, I suppose we'll just get it done, right?
Is it Danica?
Yes, we'll speak with Southwell.
Danny?
We should speak with Southwell when you're ready.
Duvessa. I meant to say Duvessa.
Or we should speak with Southwell when you're ready. And I motioned him.
Southwell
Southwell.
says, "Right, with me," and he goes and walks back towards his office.
Oh, I guess, is everyone still just sitting down while he walks in the back?
As he walks towards the back, Duvessa says,
That will be all for tonight. Please, the rest of the speakers, meet with me here, same time tomorrow.
and you hear like this kind of scuffing of chairs as people kind of get up and file out. The speaker and the captain of East Haven walk right by you, and then they just don't even make eye contact with you.
No.
I wonder if they know.
Well, they probably
Yes.
scared we're gonna ask for
Yes.
money.
They do know. But
Either-
they don't have signs wanting us, though.
They know that I want my money from them, probably.
We are not wanted criminals.
I'll head to the sheriff's office.
Okay. You walk in, the sheriff is standing behind his desk sort of leaned over, looking at the map with all the X's on it that he had. He says, "You all had questions for me."
Yeah, I guess we did. I could probably come up with quite a few, but did anyone have any pressing ones?
I asked
What-
mine. Everybody was oblivious.
What did the Dark Dwarf tell you about the fortress? We need every detail that he gave you.
He didn't give much, just that it's a massive fortress carved into the side of a mountain. There's a large staircase leading up to a single door that is the entrance, the only entrance to this place. You will have to either circle around the west side of the mountain through some of the forest, or the east side, which is slightly more direct, but a steeper incline.
The easier solution for us would likely be west. We actually made friends with some werebear folks. The tribe, Sandy, who are they again?
The tribe.
Werebears are a myth.
Buddy!
You mean the bear tribe?
Yeah, the bear tribe. We have roamed...
The nomads, yes.
No, not the nomads. We met them. I'm talking about, there's a legend among your people, damn it. You don't remember, Sandy? What is it?
I know his
You're talking
name.
about the Winter Walker.
Oyam and Artok.
Volibear.
Volibear! That's correct!
We spoke with one of their followers, Makoto. He was a talking polar bear.
He saved our lives after they were already gone, actually. So,
Maybe we shouldn't elaborate on this. But anyways,
He looks a little confused and he says,
I suppose, with everything else going on, why not talking bears? Sure, yes.
They're real.
I believe he was, and looking at the X on the map, just trying to remember, his people's camp was actually to the west of that and a little north, yeah? Near those trees in the mountains?
should we give that away?
what's that now?
I'm trying to remember, he told us where his people were encamped, didn't he?
He didn't say specifically. He just said that they mostly wander, but they have a camp that they will kind of return to every now and again in the spine of the world, but not specifically where.
I didn't say where, damn it.
You don't have any bounties for dragons, do you?
No, we've heard reports of dragon sightings to the north, but
Oh, that's right, that massive one that we were avoiding.
Well, we killed two to the east.
they say this one's as big as a town hall.
Yeah, not ready for that one. But, damn it, are we ready to go to the spine of the world?
I have the utmost, as does the speaker, the utmost confidence in your ability to do this. You've been traveling 10 towns in the tundras for weeks now. You've reported back here after you've visited nearly half of the 10 towns.
Yes.
Now, I will admit, yes, this is dangerous. But if you succeed, you will be saving thousands of lives.
You know, the worst part about this is, while they're causing problems, I don't think they're directly responsible for all this winter business going on. There's something bigger, something we don't know about it yet. We ran into something similar to it, that figure encased in ice. It was like, I don't know, some version of some weird... You know what it was, right? You know what I'm talking about?
The Frost Maiden?
No, not the Frost Maiden. Even though she did send some minions after us. We heard those voices back at that
Are you
cabin.
speaking
Remember?
of the Vistas?
No, I can't remember the date. We met that incredibly powerful mage-like lady, and she didn't want to be found underground.
Oh.
You're talking about
She was the
Avarash. Averus? Avaricious? Avarice.
She was a follower of Levistus, though.
She was a follower of Levistus.
So it was Levistus's image in that ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, man, I'm getting my gods
She
confused.
seems to be an independent force. Neither for or against.
Irrelevant then.
Well,
Southwell. Can we speak freely? I looked at Welzu.
We're way past that.
sure.
We found a device. It turns winter into summer.
Where?
Well, the imaginary creatures have it. I know how
He kind
that
of furrows
sounds.
his brow.
I'll chuckle at that.
I know how that sounds. But it worked for a couple miles radius, right?
No, nowhere near that big. It was
Maybe
like,
a mile?
maybe like 60 feet.
No, it was like,
was
a mile.
Oh, it was like a mile?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a mile. Like a whole mile.
The whole mile.
It worked on some kind of magic. It turned winter into summer.
I
In
think
a sphere.
I took the blueprints for that too, I believe. Yeah.
We do have the blueprints. Are there crafters? Are there people that could work on this?
The only one I'm aware of with any knowledge about that type of thing would be the gnome, Copper, at
Copper,
the
Copper,
House
Copper?
of the Morning Lord. Perhaps you should speak to him about it.
Yes, we do have
Hey, yeah,
we,
Copper could do it.
we do have an errand to see him
Well, yeah,
eventually.
Okay.
After this.
Yeah, of course. After this. We'll surely be coming back north to the towns after this, right?
Yeah.
You sound like a no-brainer. I don't know what's gonna happen down there, Irmal.
Are we gonna destroy the 10 towns? What do you mean?
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this
think
one. And I normally don't get those.
I don't think we're ready, but
He says, regardless of the winter, whatever's causing it, these Dwergar are taking advantage of it, and we can't just sit to the side while they amass some army. Apparently they've been gathering all the Shardolin they could find.
do you have explosives? That's how we can do this.
Explosives.
We can blow up their cave and trap them inside.
They probably could deal with that. Don't they just live underground normally?
We'll be trapped then.
What do you know of the Shardolin?
Not much. It's very rare. Some people say it has corrupting properties. I don't know why the Dwergar want it so bad and in such quantity.
While he's saying this, I'm just gonna reach in my pouch, take out a shard, and start looking it over.
He looks at it.
You can ignore that.
Is that... Is that Shardolin?
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it has corrupting properties, but I've been studying it, and I don't know. I haven't heard or felt anything yet.
Didn't you say it was a primitive form of a modern something? Like spells?
It can be used to create magics, but it's like a dark energy use. So if used improperly, it's immediate hindrance to the user. But I for the life of me, I don't know how to use it. I was hoping to find someone by now, but
And it's such kind of a small piece that it's hard to make out a lot of information from it, but
yeah, apparently if they have a lot of this stuff, it's bad. We fought a few insane men that were wielding weapons made out of this stuff, flails and whatnot. They were unable
insane, you say?
They were definitely insane. They
Insane in the
could not die as well.
Well, we fixed that, and we killed them.
Yeah.
We did fix that.
I slaughtered them.
They had a magical shield.
It wasn't even that magical. You could cut off a leg and it'd just come back.
he
Cut
kind of
off a
looks
head and it'd grow
outside and
back.
says,
When all this is done, I'm moving south.
Yes.
We're wasting time, though, I guess. We'll go south. We'll go ahead and head to the spine of the world.
Can we have room and board for the evening?
Absolutely.
Oh, I guess the hut's not good enough this time.
We'll get a good rest tonight.
Why are you looking at me like that? We get free room and board in every town in 10 towns.
You know what? A bed would be nice, as opposed to a sleeping bag on a nice tempered room. I agree, actually.
So, Sheriff, if you see our lizard buddy come through town, will you just let him know where we headed?
Yes, his name was
Heron.
Heron.
Lizard person.
You'll know. You'll know
he
who
takes
it
out a
is.
quill and jots that down on a piece of paper and nods and says,
Yes, anything for the potential savior of Icewind Dale.
Did the dwarf say how far away a march it is from here to there?
Judging by this, the dwarf didn't have to say, but judging by this map, I would say if you march through the tundra around the west side, it's probably a 22, 23 mile trek.
We have the map out. Mm-hmm. What if we went from Bryn Shander to Dugan's Hole? What's that route like? Direct.
well, and he kind of points to Dugan's Hole here. He says, well, if you circle around to Dugan's Hole, and then you cross the river, there is no passable way through that mountain that I'm aware of. If there is, it would be extremely perilous. The only known ways are around the west side of the mountain and the east side.
Taking the tin trail to the river and then cutting here. No, like the river, the
to
path.
the south, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kind of tracing out like
yeah, where the word tin trail is on the map, and then that path
Yeah,
that
so,
kind
like,
of
down the
snakes. Yeah, to the end of your cursor, and then I guess heading like southeast slightly, the winding path
Yeah,
through the
so
trees.
if you follow the path,
Yeah. Yep.
um,
Hang on. Yep. Nailed it.
it'd actually be closer to 30 miles if you
So
stay on the
that's
trail.
the-
If you go straight through, it's about 24.
I mean, 6 miles is.
Well, we have a compass now, at least, so we can just keep going south.
Well, we've had it for a while, and that's my
I'm gonna
fault.
pretend it just came into existence.
Sure.
We go directly south.
And I called it out.
We cross a river. We reach the trees. We know to go to the mountain line a little bit to the east. Yeah, we're good. We'll just cut south.
What's the reports on tundra in this area? And I just like that big
Yeah.
gap.
He says,
south.
This area is... You could flip a coin, to be honest. Some months are fine, other months we've seen gnolls from the valley, goblins, giants from the mountain. But being that it's surrounded by the trail as well as a river, sometimes lets it settle for a while.
What
It's
about
hard
the-
to say.
What about the road south? What about Tin Trail? Is it good?
The trails throughout the towns are generally the safest route.
Well, since time is important, do you have any form of transportation we could take advantage of?
He says, I could perhaps procure some axe beaks for you, but
Axe beaks. Axe beaks.
but they don't fare nearly as well in the mountainous terrain. You would still have to, more than likely, take that on foot.
Would they know the way back?
They're not the smartest animals.
Liabilities.
Yeah, if we're going in mountains, I suppose that's true. Okay. Well, does anyone else have anything to ask?
Where can we stay for the evening?
The North Look, I believe.
We've been
Mr.
there.
Wilsey used to work there.
I'm familiar with it.
Just tell Scramsax that Speaker Devessa asked to give you the room.
I'll rub it in his face.
Did they say how many of
he
them there
leans
are?
over a little further and says,
The room.
The room. Does that mean anything?
Do I know the room?
you know there's a very nice room upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that room. Yeah, okay. All right.
One last question. Did they say how many of them there were?
Yes, numbers.
It's impossible to say. The dwarf didn't divulge numbers.
Is he dead?
We slit his throat after he was done talking.
Good. Thorough.
I like
One
it.
less.
Good.
Well,
That's all
thank
they
you.
deserve.
Exactly.
What time is it?
It is probably close to 5 or 6 p.m.
Do you want to try and sell the tusk real quick?
We can, or we can go tell what's his name, his friend's dead.
You're talking about Danny? She knows.
No,
Danny knows.
No, not Danny.
Copper.
Yeah, Copper.
Copper.
Copper
another town,
lives
isn't it?
in Tourmaline.
That's here in
He's in
Brinchander.
Brinchander.
Is it in Brinchander?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I
He's in
fucking
the temple at Brinchander.
I thought that was in fucking Tourmaline or whatever.
Yeah, let's definitely go visit Copper then.
Yeah, what a
Hit the-
great. Hey, we're here to
Copper.
save the world, and your friend's dead.
Yeah.
We'll hit the North Look after.
Would we?
We're gonna need you to work on those devices.
Would we know of a good place to sell the mammoth tusk in Brinchander?
You could probably find a
Could you
like somebody selling stuff on the side. Possibly a shop. It's hard to say. You haven't spent enough time in Bryn Shander to know exactly, but you can certainly kind of look out for a place.
Maybe I'll sell it to the inn.
Yeah, they could hang it over the entrance or something. The North Tusk, suddenly. So replace that stupid fish inside.
correct?
Okay, so what are we doing?
We're gonna go visit Copper.
Okay, so we're headed to the House of the Morning Lord.
I'm on autofile.
Okay. So you make your way through the town. You know pretty easily how to get to the House of the Morning Lord, which is... in a memento. Dog noises. Is right up next to the... gross. Right up next to...
burping. Don't mind him.
Right up next to the northern entrance to Bryn Shander. So it doesn't take you long to make your way up there, and you see this building shaped kind of like a church almost.
They're
But
tired.
you
It's our
recognize it that as the House of the Morning Lord, where you met Copper before.
Oh, we'll march right on in. Oh, and I've got my giant badger back too when we went outside. I'm gonna make him sit outside.
Okay. So you walk in, and it's you see it's completely empty, with the exception of Michonne, who is still in there. You see her actually cleaning off some of the benches that are in there.
I'll waddle on up. Michonne, right?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Copper in today?
Yes. He's in a mood today.
Well, he might be in a different one when we're done. I don't know if for the better.
I'll get him. You see her walk in the back room, and after a few moments, you hear the pitter-patter of... and out from the back runs this little gnome with a large nose who runs out and says, You're back! You're back!
Indeed. Well met, Copper.
How fares Macratus?
Copper, you may want to sit down for this one, buddy. I got a bit of a story to tell you.
Okay, sure. And he sits down, just kind of towards the front of the building.
I guess I'll start from the beginning. We arrived at this cabin that seemed abandoned. Apparently something had gone horribly wrong. We didn't know what necessarily happened until an accident happened. One of us fell down a canyon and died.
He's kind of... You died?
In a bit of...
But you're here!
Well, hold on, Copper. There's more. In a bit of negligence, after having Sucinda go like that, and her being the reason I'm even here today, I threw caution to the wind and picked up a device that clearly Macratus and you had worked on. And when I did,
The Summer Star!
we all died.
Zombies!
No!
Zombies!
No, not undead, Copper. Not undead. The Morning Lord, actually, I think, is the one to thank for that, but when we died, our spirits didn't go anywhere. We were in that cabin, and we saw your friend, Macratus.
You saw him?
His spirit. He was already dead.
He blew himself up!
Indeed he did. Trying to perfect that device you two were with.
Fool! I told him the Summer Star was a bad idea.
It still doesn't end there, Copper. a stranger showed up. A bear person. I call him Vola Bear.
Little bear.
Makota.
We were still able to barely manipulate the physical realm in our spirit forms, and
Pun intended.
we were able to help him navigate perfecting the device with the blueprints that you two made up. Your recommendation, Copper, it worked.
I knew it! I knew it!
He assembled the device, and our spirits returned back to our bodies. We were resurrected. All of us. But Macratus...
Summer Star brought you back to life?
No, not the Summer Star. I believe Macratus was a spiritual man, was he not?
As are we all! Yes!
Well, he was able to move on after this. I think us coming back was sort of a reward for helping one of... What was her name? Lathander?
Lathander.
Lathander.
The Morning Lord.
Praise be to the Lathander.
His spirit was put at ease.
And Copper, your device, you and Macratus' device, within a mile radius, it was sunlight, it was warmth.
Yes.
The winter was pushed away.
It worked.
It worked! I'll reach into my pack and I'll pull out the proper blueprints with the, I guess the ones that show with the added on filter or whatever the hell it was, ring. And I'll hold it out and say, this was the actual answer.
He looks at it and looks up at you. Says,
I knew it needed a third ring! I tried to tell him, and he wouldn't listen to me!
He was a private
Now
man.
he's dead!
Indeed, he is dead. But he's where he belongs, at least.
you see just kind of like a single tear run down his face.
He's with the Morning Lord.
I suppose. Well, thank you for telling me.
And he reaches out and kind of puts the blueprints in his hand and looks at it.
How big was the explosion?
Well, the entire inside main room of that cabin was blackened. That explosion, even my magics would not have stopped it. It was... Man, it was... If you had that sort of firepower at your control, I can only imagine what you could do with it, but... You will die if you do this wrong.
Okay,
And there is a process of adjustment with the device. You can't just instantly use it.
right. Okay, do you mind if I keep these?
By all means, I expected as much.
Should we make a copy for our records?
I say we leave it with him. It's his work, right?
Oh, he keeps the original.
I would say that's his choice then. I'm not going to copy his work if he doesn't offer. It's not right.
It's rude.
Especially when his friend died.
Yeah, my friend died.
He helped us.
That he did.
Greatest helped us.
Well, I don't have anything to give you.
But we're not really expecting anything.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. There is one thing I would expect at least. I don't know what you plan on doing here with your remaining years, Copper, but if you had a heavy hand in that, and I'll point to the blueprint, there are many, many great things that you're capable of. I would say keep pursuing those. Don't settle.
Looks down at the blueprints.
It's very nice. Thank you.
And he takes it and rolls it up, and you see his put his head down, and he just kind of saunters off into the back room.
I give a prideful nod, like I'm super proud right now.
Okay. We all
Is
wait to-
Garn the hammer here in Bryn Chamber, or is that
he-
East Haven?
I think that is actually here. I think he is the proprietor of Black Iron Blades.
That's the guy you brought, and we got the 10% discount.
Yeah, it is here. Yeah.
Well, we could stop and see Garn to see about my arrow device.
Oh yeah, you commissioned something a while ago. Man,
Yes.
it's not ready now. He sucks.
Well, I could give him more money to help with the whatever.
It's been like a month.
It hasn't been
I would love to check and see what's. I would love to see what's the progress.
Yeah, we got time. There's still some daylight. Well, daylight out, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What about you, Cecilia?
We can see if he wants this tusk.
I'd like to go shopping, guys. That would be nice.
Okay, let's go pay him a visit. Sandy, y'all can like bump chests or something. I don't know how you greet like brawl buddies.
Just a nod.
Oh, well, fine.
I read in a book once. You grab each other like this, and then you flex real hard. In between.
Well, yeah, lead the way. Let's go weapon shopping.
Okay, so headed to Black Iron Blades.
Yeah, I'm not in front though. I'm gonna have someone else.
I'll go in front.
Okay. And you know what? That's where we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight. We'll do our shopping kind of offline, if you will. And when we get back together next week, we'll see what happens.
Are we level 6?
You are not level 6.
Oh, boo.
We killed Frost Giant.
You did kill a frost giant.
He talked shit. Tried to lie.
Talk
to
shit, get fucked up.
But, all right, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. We will be back on Monday with our Avernus campaign. And then we will be back next Thursday continuing this, right here where we left off. If you are watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. It lets us know that you want more of this content. Outside of that, does anybody have anything else they want to say before we go?
Wednesday games will be a thing in the near future, very near future.
Yes, we have a Wednesday campaign a-coming. All right, everybody, thank you again. Have a good night, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.